From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
And the Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got his man on the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. The give to the tailback.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 7, Texas Tech 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. And it's no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. The running back was able to make the first guy miss, couldn't make the second one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Trying to find his man on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. They have an elite track program here at Texas A&M and some speed on the outside in football, too.
Yeah, and they got elite high school football, too, Reese. I mean, you find these guys, they're everywhere in Texas, and when you can get them to come to the Aggies and you can build an offense with playmakers on the outside with this speed, I want to be the offensive coordinator.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
A designed run for the quarterback. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, how about that play call? Third down, turn it around, hand it to the big fella, your fullback, and he does the work to get the first.
They'll try to pound their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in, and down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Texas A&M. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Leaves it with the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Fires to the tight end. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's looking on the right side. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football, David.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
He's going to pass. Finds his big tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. The DBs will back off a bit. Going up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the 1st. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got the tight end. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Well, we knew coming into this one that tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jocelyn. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Now on second down after the incompletion. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Got it, looking for a first. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. He wants to throw. Using his feet to buy time. He fires it out to the right. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
They'll run it to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Second down.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll go with a direct snap. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Big fullback's got it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
No monkey business. 1st down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 flash today. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 7 over Clemson. For now, it's back to you, fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
They're trying to get to it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. This crowd knows when to bring it. The give to the back.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. After the run, now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Forced out of the pocket. Going for 6. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. 1st half, it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They'll leave it with him. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set is able to rip off that one for a first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll give it to him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 21, Texas Tech 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Going to try to get it himself. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways. They haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play that's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
And he makes the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might...
Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll go empty and 5 wide on 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure. He knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Looking for room. It's Nunez. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, hats off to this defense and their ability to shut this guy down. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football. That was only his 2nd catch of the game, and we're essentially in a 2-minute situation. They have risen to the challenge. They knew coming in they were going to have to limit him, but I don't know if they even thought they'd be able to do this good of a job.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Fires downfield. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Number 33 in the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up 14 over Clemson. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, you got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
The sticks, and he may get more. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Feeling some heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Pumps it downfield. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. He's looking to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the freshman does a great job using his technique in getting the man on the ground. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's open. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Afterburner's coming. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, big moment for the defense now because you know you're one play away from winning this thing. You've got a 1-possession lead. You just forced 3 straight incompletions. Do you have enough left in the tank for one more stop?
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And that pass intercepted. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Skips away from pressure. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. They're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.